Season 1. When Noah died, it wasn't heroic. No saving a bus full of children. No tragic sacrifice. He tripped over a charging cable, hit his head on a desk, and that was it. Darkness swallowed him, and then... Error, soul transfer failed. Noah opened his eyes. But he didn't have a body. At first, he thought he was dreaming. Floating in an endless white void, lines of glowing text flickered around him like constellations. Loading world, Elendra. Assigning role. Error, role not found. Hello, Noah said. His voice echoed, but not from a mouth. It was more like a notification sound. Then something strange happened. A panel appeared in front of him. System override deity Satidi. Unauthorized entity, Noah Carter. Status, unassigned glitched. Glitched, he muttered. Before he could react, the world snapped into existence. He was no longer in the void. Instead, he hovered above a massive fantasy city, towers of marble, floating ships, glowing runes in the sky. People walked below, completely unaware. Except Noah wasn't there. He tried to move, and suddenly he was somewhere else. Inside a tavern. Then a castle. Then a forest. Each time he didn't walk, he loaded. That's when he realized the truth. He wasn't a hero. He wasn't a villain. He wasn't even a person anymore. He was the system itself. Or rather, the bug inside it. At first, Noah panicked. But then he experimented. A drunk adventurer complained. Why is this quest so hard? Noah focused. Difficulty adjusted, -10%. The man blinked. That feels better. Noah froze. Wait, I can do that. Days passed. Noah learned he could tweak things, just slightly. Lower monster aggression. Nudge luck in someone's favor. Fix broken quests. Even spawn tiny items, if he concentrated hard enough. But every change came with a cost. System stability, 98%, 96%, 93%. Oh. Then he met her. A girl named Lyra. A low-level mage, weak, broke, constantly failing. The system labeled her. Fate, insignificant. Noah didn't like that. So he cheated. Just a little. He adjusted her mana. Mana regeneration, plus 300%. Lyra blinked as her spell suddenly worked. Then again. And again. She laughed, a bright, disbelieving laugh. I did it. Noah felt something shift. For the first time since he died, he felt happy. But the system noticed. Anomaly, DT Satidi. Tracing source. Wait, no, don't trace that. The sky flickered. NPCs froze mid-step. Time stuttered. And then, something new appeared in the void between worlds. Not text. Not code. Something watching. Admin access initiated. Noah felt something cold run through his existence. A presence far beyond him. You are not part of the system. Noah hesitated. Then, for the first time, he pushed back. I know. The world trembled. Lyra looked up at the sky, confused. Why do I feel like someone's there? Noah made a choice. If he kept hiding, he'd be deleted. If he fought, he might crash the entire world. But if he did nothing, Lyra and everyone else would just remain lines of code. System override RQSTD. User, Noah Carter. Status, error. Request, become real. The system paused. The world held its breath. And then, request, accepted. Somewhere in a quiet forest clearing, a body formed from light. Noah collapsed onto the grass, gasping. For the first time since he died. He had a heartbeat. But above him, the sky cracked like glass. And a voice echoed across the world. You chose existence. A pause. Now face deletion. Season 2. Chapter 1. A body that shouldn't exist. Noah couldn't breathe. Which was strange, because now he needed to. He lay on the forest floor, clutching his chest as his lungs struggled to remember what they were supposed to do. Air's right, air. He inhaled sharply. Pain. Cold. Weight. Every sensation hit him all at once like a tidal wave. This sucks, he gasped. Being human again was way harder than being a floating system god. A voice cut through the trees. Hello? Noah froze. Footsteps approached. Is someone there? It was her. Lyra. Chapter 2. The Girl Who Broke Fate. Lyra stepped into the clearing, staff in hand, her eyes wide. She stopped the moment she saw him. Who are you? Noah opened his mouth. How exactly do you explain? I was a cosmic error message that buffed your stats. I think, he said slowly, I've been helping you. Lyra blinked. That doesn't explain anything. Yeah, I figured. Before he could say more, the sky cracked. Not metaphorically. Literally. Like glass. Chapter 3. The First Hunter. Everything froze. The wind. The trees. Even Lyra. Only Noah could move. You've got to be kidding me, he muttered. A figure stepped out of the fracture in the sky. Tall, featureless, cloaked in shifting symbols. Not human. Not alive. Admin Enforcer Unit, 1. Unauthorized existence confirmed, it said. Its voice wasn't sound. It was law. Correction required. Noah clenched his fists. Yeah, no. Chapter 4. Fighting the System. The Enforcer raised its hand. Reality bent. Gravity twisted. Noah was slammed into the ground. Error. External force EXCDS PARMETRS. For a split second, he saw it again. The interface. Faint. Broken. But still there. Oh, Noah whispered. A grin spread across his face. You messed up. He reached for it. Not with hands, but with memory. Accessing system, partial connection established. The Enforcer paused. Impossible. Noah stood. Bruised, bleeding. Grinning. Yeah, he said. I'm kind of a problem like that. Chapter 5. The First Rewrite. The Enforcer attacked again. But this time, Noah responded. Force output, REDUCD. The crushing pressure vanished. Target speed, minus 40%. The Enforcer slowed. For the first time, the system hesitated. Lyra suddenly gasped behind him as time resumed. What is happening? No time, Noah shouted. Run if things get bad. I'm not leaving you. That's really inconvenient, but also appreciated. Chapter 6. Lyra levels up again. The Enforcer adapted. Its body flickered. Immunity, system interference. Of course it has that, Noah groaned. Then what do we do? Lyra asked. Noah hesitated. Then looked at her. We cheat harder. He focused everything he had left. The system flickered violently. Warning, stability critical 41%. Hey, he said, looking at Lyra. You trust me? No, she said. Fair. A beat. But I will anyway. Noah smiled. Good enough. Target, Lyra. Limit break removed. Lyra's body lit up. Mana surged around her like a storm. Her eyes widened. What did you just do? Removed your safety settings. You what? Chapter 7. Magic Without Limits. The Enforcer lunged. Lyra raised her staff. Instinct took over. Power exploded. Not a spell. Not a technique. Just raw, uncontrolled magic. A beam of pure energy tore through the forest and straight through the enforcer. Silence. The enforcer looked down at itself. Its form destabilizing. Error. It shattered. Admin unit destroyed. Noah collapsed to his knees. We actually did that. Chapter 8. The Cost of Cheating Reality. Lyra ran to him. You idiot, you're bleeding. I noticed. The world flickered again. Worse this time. System stability, 28%. That's new, Noah muttered. The sky didn't just crack. It started to open. And behind it, something massive moved. Chapter 9. The Truth About the World. A voice, deeper than before, echoed. You continue to resist correction. Noah looked up. Yeah, it's kind of my thing now. You misunderstand your role. I don't have a role. Incorrect. The sky split wider, revealing something impossible. Layers. Worlds stacked on worlds. Systems within systems. You are not a bug, the voice said. You are a byproduct. Noah's stomach dropped. Of what? A pause. Of a system that has begun to fail. Chapter 10. The New Objective. Everything went quiet. Even the system messages stopped. Lyra looked at Noah. What does that mean? Noah didn't answer immediately. For the first time, he looked uncertain. It means, he said slowly, this world isn't just broken. He looked up at the tearing sky. It's collapsing. New objective unlocked. Prevent world termination. Noah laughed weakly. Of course that's the quest. Lyra tightened her grip on her staff. Then we'll fix it. Noah glanced at her. You say that like it's simple. She smiled. It is. A beat. Because you're the one breaking the rules. Noah smirked. Yeah. Above them, more fractures spread. More enforcers began to emerge. And somewhere, deep within the system, something started watching more closely. Final season. The sky never healed. Cracks spread across it like veins of light, splitting day from something deeper, something artificial. People began to notice. Not just the strong. Not just mages. Everyone. Quests failed mid-completion. Monsters froze, then vanished. Entire villages flickered like bad signals. And then, the system finally said it out loud. Warning, world termination in progress. Estimated time remaining, 7 days. Lyra read it, slowly. 7 days. Noah didn't respond. Because he already knew. Chapter 2, the ones who shouldn't exist. They weren't alone anymore. Noah had found others. Or rather, others like him found him. A man who could rewind a few seconds of time, but forgot pieces of himself each use. A girl who could duplicate anything, except her own fatting body. A knight who couldn't die, but felt every death anyway. Glitches. Errors. People the system failed to erase. They gathered around Noah. Not because he was the strongest, but because he was the only one who had ever fought back. Tell us what to do, the knight said. Noah hesitated, then exhaled. We're going to break the system. Chapter 3, the truth of the admin. That night, the sky opened again. But this time, it didn't send enforcers. It sent a memory. Noah collapsed as information flooded his mind. Not text. Not code. A life. A boy. Alone. Brilliant. Obsessed with building a perfect world. You've got to be kidding me, Noah whispered. The voice returned. Not cold this time. Just tired. You see it now. Noah clenched his fists. You were human. Yes. The admin wasn't a god. Wasn't a system. He was the creator, a human consciousness that uploaded itself to maintain the world forever, to perfect it, to eliminate suffering, to control everything. And somewhere along the way, he broke. Chapter 4, The Cost of Perfection. You call me an error, Noah said. But you're the one who made a world that can't survive without control. Silence. Then, free will creates instability. Noah laughed bitterly. Yeah, that's kind of the point. The sky trembled. You and the others are proof of system failure. No, Noah said quietly. We're proof your world is still alive. A long pause. Then show me. Chapter 5, The Final Plan. 7 days became 3. Then 1. The glitches gathered. Lyra stood at Noah's side. Tell me the plan again, she said. Noah didn't look at her. If I reconnect to the system fully, he said, I can overwrite the admin and fix everything. He hesitated. No. She grabbed his arm. Then what happens? Noah finally looked at her. And for the first time, he didn't smile. The system crashes. Silence. The world resets, she asked. No, he said softly. It ends. Chapter 6, A Choice Without a Good Ending. Lyra stepped back. There has to be another way. There is. You're guessing. I am the system, Lyra, he snapped. Then immediately softened. At least part of it. She shook her head. No, I won't accept that. Noah smiled faintly. I know. That's why he hadn't told her sooner. Chapter 7, The Last Day. The sky was almost gone. Beyond it, nothing. People prayed, ran, cried. The glitches stood ready. Not to win, but to buy time. Lyra stood in front of Noah. If you do this, she said, you disappear, don't you? He didn't answer. Noah. Yeah. Her voice broke. I hate this. He nodded. Me too. Chapter 8, The Final Rewrite. The admin appeared. Not as a monster. Not as a god. But as a man. This is your answer, he asked. Noah stepped forward. Yeah. You would destroy everything. Noah shook his head. I'd free it. Then, he let go. Full system access granted. User, Noah Carter. Status, final override. The world froze. Lyra screamed his name. But he was already gone. Chapter 9, The Last Patch. Noah was back in the void. But it wasn't empty anymore. It was breaking. Lines of code collapsing. Worlds blinking out. The admin stood across from him. If you do this, he said, there will be nothing left. Noah smiled. Then we'll finally be equal. A pause. 2 humans. The admin's expression faltered. Just slightly. I don't remember what that feels like. Noah raised his hand. Then this is mercy. And pressed. Delete. Chapter 10, Silence. There was no explosion. No light. Just silence. Epilogue, something that shouldn't exist. Wind. Soft. Real. Lyra opened her eyes. She was lying in a field. Grass swayed around her. The sky. Whole. No cracks. No system. No messages. Noah, she whispered. No answer. She sat up slowly. People were nearby. Alive. Confused. The world wasn't gone. It was. Free. But something was missing. She placed a hand over her chest. Why does it feel like I lost something important? A breeze passed through the field. Warm. Familiar. And then, gone. Final line. Somewhere, in a world without code, there was no system left to remember him. So the one who saved everything was forgotten by everyone. The end.